Prison School continues to give me epic moments with a lot of our characters like Joe, Gakuto, Kiyoshi Dono, and then Andre. There's some really good moments with these characters, and it's really hard to choose who is my favorite. I mean, Gakuto is still my favorite by far, but the more I see these other characters having the spotlight, like Andre at the beginning of this episode, when he was going just mentally insane and breaking down, I don't know how to feel about our other characters. Like, I really love them so much. The only character I really don't care much about is Shingo, but I think that's to be expected after what we've witnessed from this episode and last episode and a couple episodes back. But besides just Shingo, though, Andre, in this week's episode, the best boy of this episode. When it comes to this episode of Prison School, he was the best character. Just the way he acted, the way he was just going insane, the way the animation was done with him when he was trying to break through the fence. There was just so many good moments in this episode, I couldn't help from actually dying from laughter. And to be able to sit back and just laugh my fucking ass off through the entire episode, that is when you know you have a good episode. Like, that is when you know you have a good comedy episode that is doing its job for you as a watcher. Because, you know, Prison School is a comedy. It should make you laugh. And when it's making you laugh, it's doing what it set out to do. And I fucking love this episode. Just seeing Andre, just the beginning alone was enough for me just to say this was a beautiful episode. Just to see him running, like, you see his face just fucking, his face was just moving, and then his face went up against the freaking fence, and it's just pushing all that, and he breaks through it. There was just so many good moments with Andre. I couldn't even begin to say what was my favorite moment of the episode, but still, some of the moments in this episode were just too damn good to really just say what was my favorite. Like, just choose one favorite scene. So, yeah, Prison School, getting into what it was about. The operation to expel all the boys in the school has begun, and it kind of finished with this week's episode. So all the boys are getting expelled in about a week or 2 weeks from now, and how are they going to really stop this? Because to think about it, let's, be real here. Prison School is still ongoing as a manga, and it has multiple chapters. I think it has like 100 something or 200 something chapters, so it's very obvious that they're not going to be kicked out of the school. I'm just going to assume they're not going to be kicked out of school, and if they do, they're going to come back somehow. But whatever the case may be, I'm just curious on how they're going to get the fuck out of this situation. Because, I mean, right now, the principal is not really on their side. He is, but isn't. He's just like, yeah, I got to expel them. And he says, like, okay, I'll expel them in, like, the week or the week after. And then also you have it to where Chiyo can't really do much at this moment to save them. Because, I mean, she has no physical evidence. The only way to really fix this entire situation is if they get a hold of their evidence and plans that they were doing to expel the boys, and they can, like, piece together, duct tape it all together, tape it together, to where they can reveal this to the principal, and it's like, yeah, they're trying to expel us. That's the only way I think that'll probably get them out of this situation. Most likely, it'll be the girl that was with Shingo for the past couple episodes, actually. That's probably where it's gonna go. I want to assume that's where it's gonna go, because with the girl kind of being together with Shingo, kind of falling for him a little bit, and with her kind of having a falling out and then, telling the underground student council about what she did, I'm going to assume that she's going to get some form of evidence, give it to Shingo to save him for he doesn't get expelled, because she feels guilty about what she did. And speaking about feeling guilty about what she did, I was correct. I was very correct about what I said last week when it comes to Prison School. Remember I said that girl, she most likely was setting up Shingo? It was very obvious the way she was going about, the way she was acting, trying to get him to stay a little bit later. It comes to pass now that, yes, she was setting up Shingo throughout the entire time she was with him, but she does develop feelings for him, so I wonder if they're going to become an actual official couple, or if that's just going to go down the toilet eventually, a couple chapters, or a couple episodes. I don't know why I'm saying chapters, I'm thinking of manga for some reason. Shingo is revealed to be a snitch. For instance, everybody finds out that Shingo has been snitching, he's been telling information about what's been going on, and everybody finds out, and the reaction of Shingo's friends is actually very passive. Until they find out he got to see some nipples, and then his face got knocked into where he almost died. Pretty fucking funny, actually. I mean, you gotta think about this in a certain logical situation. I mean, he says, like, yep, I snitched on all of you, I gave you all a hard time, I'm probably gonna get us expelled for the situation I put us in, but don't worry, I got to see some nipples. As soon as they heard that, they're like, and he was, like, beaten almost to death. That's how bad his face looked. Like, it looked like he couldn't even see or walk straight. That's how bad they fucking beat his face in. So, never, ever, if you're a part of Kiyoshi and Gakuto's group, never, ever reveal you saw some nipples if you're just sneaking around, or they'll beat your fucking face in. That's the ironclad rule right there. So, yeah, remember that. Remember that, Shingo. Never reveal that information again. But, I mean, you kind of deserve that beatdown, though, after revealing secrets and doing what you did to Joe when he was about to stab a bitch because of his aunts. Just saying. Now, episode of Prison School, I think I don't need to go much more into it. It just has to where a situation where our boys are trying to figure out how they can save themselves from being expelled, alongside of the standard and stereotypical fan service we get from Prison School, especially with the sweat antics and stuff like that. I can't wait to see how the BDs look. I really cannot wait to see how the BDs are going to look when it comes to Prison School, because judging by all the censors we get and judging by how graphic and raunchy Prison School is, I wonder how the censors are going to look when the BDs do come out. And I wonder if, you know, we will get those type of BDs in America. I really hope we do, actually, because I do want to pick up Prison School. It's a pretty damn good anime, and I do want to support an anime that actually gives me a good laugh, and that's exactly what it's done. So, tell me your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.